Hey everybody! It's Batty Chatty again. So here, I'll just wait for a couple people to see that we are on before I get into stuff. Hey there, I saw somebody's here. Now.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing that a little check that. Nothing that a lot of sleep won't cure.
Nothing that a lot of what?
Sleep won't cure.
Oh, hey everybody!
I could.
It's us again.
Shaky. It's the newest thing. It's called shaky cam.
Shaky cam. Well, I put it on the tripod, but you know.
It's a shake.
I'm still sitting on my bed, so when I move, the whole thing moves. So, what can I do?
Yeah, I know.
It is better than me holding it, though.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. Mine's shaky by nature.
Shake and bake.
Yeah. Anyway, so we see people are joining in. That's a wonderful thing. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Keep coming. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah. We've got... Today, we have the top 10, maybe plus, creepy clowns in horror.
Very creepy.
And then we're going to finish off the Stephen King adaptation list.
Yes, we are. All 1 million of them.
Yeah. Well,
feels like it.
We were all the way up to 1990, so that's not too bad.
From what, the 1970s?
Yeah, from we did yeah. 76 up to 1990.
All right.
Last week.
So we'll do 1990 all the way up to now.
Present. Yes.
All the way up to now. So I'm just going to kick back in my corner. I'm going to watch from here.
You can't play the video? Is it glitching for you, Lisa? Of course, if you can't play the video, you can't hear me ask you that.
She might get the audio.
Huh. You know,
is anybody else having any AV
issues? The group has been glitching really bad for a lot of people. They're having trouble seeing the group. They're having trouble navigating and or posting, and definitely seeing posts. I was on one of my altars, and it was showing some different things, like different options in the group. Some kind of weird, crazy options.
Kiss back.
So they're obviously updating and changing some things. And when they do that, it glitches really bad. So I'm hoping that everything goes back to normal soon, guys.
In other words, screw Facebook.
In other words, it's Facebook's fault. It isn't due to anything else.
Yeah. All right. Well, it seems to be working for most everyone. So
yeah,
that seems to be good.
Hey, everybody.
Well, as long as you're all here and you can hear us, then we're good to go.
Yeah.
We're here. Might as well.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Let's get into our clowns, huh? Oh, and what Darren and I were talking, and we were thinking we might need your guys' help on some of these clowns, because...
And I don't count.
Huh?
I don't count.
What do you mean you don't count?
As a clown.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't count.
I am my own horror show, but not for... Okay. So, let's roll out the clowns. Or, I'm sorry, what does it send in the clowns? then beat them all.
I don't know.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Send in the clowns? I don't know what you're saying.
I do count.
I thought that rule was fuck clowns.
That might be some people's approach to it.
I know a lot of people really love them. I know a lot of people really find them. I find them pretty creepy. I do have 3 clowns I really like, but other than that, most clowns kind of creep me out.
I don't mind the creepy. I don't want them around, but I don't mind looking at pictures of them.
Right? Yeah. No, I don't
Brian?
want them in my. I don't want them in my same room, but picture all of that stuff. I don't have any kind of clown phobia or anything.
I don't even know what it's called to have a phobia of clowns, but it
starts with a C. It starts with a C.
Clownophobia?
No, it looks kind of like claustrophobia, but it's
something else.
I'm sure somebody knows what it is called. I would butcher it even if I had it in front of me trying to say what it was.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's get on to this clown list.
All right. Number 1 is it.
Pennywise.
But
now you got to specify which Pennywise.
Oh, I'm putting them in the same category since it's the same character.
Coulrophobia. I had a feeling that's what it was. Fear of clowns.
There you go.
So if anybody's coulrophobic here, plug your ears, shut your eyes.
Well, yeah, we aren't showing any photos.
I know. I'm being a clown.
But we are speaking of them.
Pennywise.
Yeah, no, I mean, some people like the new ones, some people like the old ones, some like both. To me, it's the same character, so I'm just Pennywise.
I do like what they did with the new one in the respect that when he starts to turn, he looks creepy as anything.
Oh, he looks super creepy.
I love it.
Yeah.
The it creature at the end of the original was kind of corny, but I've yet to see what the new one turns into. So I am happy with the new Pennywise.
Next year.
Yes.
I'm super excited about that movie coming out. I mean, there's so many people that didn't really care for the newer one, but I'm super excited.
I love it.
And we'll talk more about this movie in the next list.
Yes.
So the next one I have is Twisty.
Is who?
Twisty from American Horror Story, part 4, I believe.
Freak Show. I think that was
Freak Show.
Yes. With the blown off mouth.
Yes. That was so creepy when he removed that.
I know.
That first time, I was just like, oh my, because I didn't know that was going to be under there like that. It was just, and he was just so creepy because he didn't really talk. And
well, now you know why.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, he's one of the other clowns I do like. Yeah.
That was a great idea for a clown.
Yeah. Yes, he was. I thought so.
And then Dandy took over, and well, that was just worse. Twisty and Dandy. Boy, that would have made a great clown combo, huh?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you would call that act. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
No, I don't either.
Okay, the third one I have third one I have is Captain Spaulding, and he's probably my favorite clown.
Yes. Because he is, I love, Sid Haig is great. He's just great.
He is.
And
he is.
To play that kind of an asshole as a clown, and he was an asshole, but he was a lovable asshole, you know, a murderous asshole.
Yeah, no, he was funny.
Yes.
He was totally funny.
Yes, very funny. So I loved Rob Zombie's version of clown as Captain Spaulding. I thought that was awesome. And especially with his comments to PJ Souls in The Devil's Rejects, I've got official clown business.
That was funny.
That was hilarious. Okay. Yes, Captain Spaulding is up at the top.
Yes. You want to take a couple?
I don't have the list because I will jump in with a couple, though. I do have a couple.
Okay.
I am going to say the heads from 31.
Yeah.
They were some nasty clowns. Especially the little midget Nazi, which how nobody just punted him like a football, I don't know. But that's beside the point.
I don't know.
But yeah, those creatures, especially Doomhead, played by Richard Brake, that was the creepiest one.
Yeah, he was super creepy. He was creepy. But
creepy, yeah. Whatever you want.
But creepy in a good way. I mean, if you know what I mean.
Yes. My next one would be the clown from Eli Roth Presents Clown. And I had to specify that because I can't remember the guy's name, which is okay because most of the time he was a clown. But I love the idea that clown was... If nobody's seen Clown, spoiler alert. I'm going to say that now. Spoiler alert. The fact that the clown suit was actually a demon skin was amazing. Yeah. Now, if you've seen the movie, that scene in the wannabe Chuck E. Cheese place was pretty sickening. But I loved every second of it. I really did. There were some moments in that film that were just hilarious, but I loved the design of the creature, and I loved the way he changed, and so manipulative and just an asshole. Yeah, I
liked that movie. I wanted more demon clown though.
I think you had the demon clown the whole time. You just didn't have the demon looking clown.
I know. I wanted more demon-looking.
I wanted to see what he was actually going to turn into at full transformation, unless that's what it was. But...
Well, you know, like when he was back in that room and there was that shadow thing or whatever. I wanted more of that.
Yeah. I love the mythology about it because I really don't know that that's real.
What?
The whole history that they had about clowns. I know that whole thing about the clowns eating kids isn't real. We'd have a lot more clowns in the news today than you'd expect if we did. But I'm talking about even the historic side of it. I know it was all probably... I actually think I looked it up once. I didn't see any of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I've done dumb things before, so... Looking that shit up and actually thinking that maybe there was a history to it. Par for the course for me. The clown from the Eli Roth clown.
Yes, that's the clown we're talking about right now.
That's the one we are talking about right now. Okay, so the next one that I would step over to, and there's a couple of films I haven't seen, so I really don't want to speak to them if I haven't seen them yet. I am going with Killer Clowns from Outer Space. those were the best of the killer clowns. Forget the fact that they
were pretty dopey. Crazy clowns.
Yeah, they weren't as creepy as they were dopey and hilarious. And Clownzilla was kind of... He made me laugh because instead of being methodical, he was just stamping on things like there were firecrackers going off underneath his feet, and he didn't, he didn't, you know. So I did enjoy the killer clowns. Especially I liked the fact that their circus tent was the UFO. And I loved the layout of the place. It's like everything. There was something very whimsical about these clowns that was still deadly. But it was still humorous to watch. I enjoyed the hell out of it. No, it was totally funny. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm sure everybody out there loved Killer Clowns from Outer Space. If you've seen it. And I'm pretty sure most of you have, so I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pass the cotton candy back to you.
All right, the next clown I have is the clown doll from the Poltergeist. If that wasn't a creepy clown, I don't know what a creepy clown is.
And we're talking about the first one, the original.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I mean, that doll coming to life and... I mean, it was a creepy looking clown in the first place.
Well, I just love the whole scenario, how the whole thing played out. The kid missed the clown with his jacket or whatever, blanket. And then you hear this sound. He looks over. The clown's not on the chair. So he freaks out and he looks under the bed, which freaked me out. The old look under the bed and see what's there trick always frightens me. And then he comes back up, and there's the clown looking as evil as anything. And it just wraps his arm around the kid's neck and drags him under the bed. That just creeped me. I mean, I was also, you figure that came out in 82. I was only 10 years old.
Yeah, I was 9. And so, I mean, I was like,
yeah,
because I saw it, like, you know, when it first came out. So I was just like, oh my God.
That frightened me. We're talking about, Cody, we're talking about creepy clowns.
Top 10 creepy clowns.
That's our top 10 plus list is creepy clowns.
And then we'll finish off the Stephen King list that we started last week.
Yes, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
We finish things.
Also, people keep saying Art the Clown from, I believe that's from the Terrifier. I have not seen the Terrifier yet.
I have not. Where can I find it?
He looks terrifying. And so he is definitely on the list, even though I've not seen that movie.
I want to see Terrifier. Where can I find it? Where can I also find the film Clown House? Because I want to see that too.
I don't know.
If anybody out there can tell me where I can find Clown House and the Terrifier, I'll go look for it. Maybe tomorrow, but I'll look for it. I want to see him. Okay.
Yeah, no, I totally want to see that. There is also Jack Attack from Demonic Toys.
I haven't seen Demonic Toys in so long that I don't even think I've seen Demonic Toys. But I feel like I did. I've seen Puppet Master.
He says Redbox has Terrifier.
Okay. Now I just got to find Redbox.
It's been a really long time since I've seen Demonic Toys as well, but I did know that he was one creepy clown in there.
Oh, yeah.
Also, oh shoot, I forget the name of...
Ditches?
I think it's just called Funhouse.
Funhouse?
The clowns...
Are you talking about the creature itself, the fiend? Because that wasn't a clown.
Maybe it wasn't called Funhouse. It had Robert Englund in it, and it had...
Was that Funhouse Massacre?
Funhouse Massacre.
Oh my
there we
God.
go. There were some creepy clowns in that one.
I don't know. Yeah, creepy to the point where I don't know how the hell they could make that movie. It was bad. I stopped watching it halfway through. I don't even think I got halfway through. I stopped watching when I did because before it even got halfway through, I was like, this isn't even good, bad B movie. You know? That was just... Ugh. Easily available on shop shelves in UK. Problems getting Clownhouse and Terrifier in the US. I don't know. I haven't looked yet. But I do want to see if I can get them in the US because people in the US have seen them. I just don't know about Clownhouse. And I do want to see it.
It was Funhouse Massacre.
Yeah,
Cody.
Funhouse Massacre. In fact, they should just take out the Funhouse part of, or fun out of the Funhouse and just call it House Massacre.
House Massacre.
Because it wasn't any fun.
But it had some creepy clowns in it.
I missed them. I must have turned it off before I got to that part.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, for good reason. Yes, I am being cynical. Just a little.
Anybody else have some clowns?
Somebody just said All Hallows Eve and the Night Watchman.
Oh, okay. All Hallows Eve and the Night Watchman.
I think All Hallows Eve is on Netflix. May have to look.
I've not seen those. I've seen Night Watch, but I've not seen Night Watchman.
Me either. Funhouse's Carnival that made a wrong turn. Yeah, it definitely was. Definitely want to see Terrifier.
Yeah, I can't talk much about that clown because I've not seen him. I mean, I've seen little snippets of him in the group, but other than that, I've not seen him.
You know, we could talk about the deadly clown from Krampus.
Oh, yeah, that Jack in the Box thing.
Yeah, you also have the zombie clown from Zombieland.
Yeah, I was thinking about him earlier, and then I forgot about him.
Look at this fucking clown. No, really, look at this fucking clown. That was one of my favorite parts.
That was funny.
Have we talked about Zombies 31 Clowns? We did. We did, Sally. We talked about Rob Zombie's 31 Clowns.
Yes, I was meaning to mention young Michael in his clown costume. And there's even young Danielle, or Jamie, her character, from the fourth movie in her clown costume, too. So you've got the Halloween movies.
Mm-hmm. No, Eli Roth only presented, I think he only produced the film or presented it, but it was only one clown movie. One movie called Clown with Eli Roth attached. Did he make it twice? No, he only made it once. And
yes, the Poltergeist clown was definitely on the list.
I don't even want to think about the new one. I didn't even see the new Poltergeist. I'm afraid to because I'm afraid it's going to be scary in a, oh my God, this movie sucks way. Pogo from Gacy.
Pogo was totally scary.
I missed that.
That's like.
I missed that one.
Well, John Wayne Gacy's. He used to dress up as a clown, and his clown's name was Pogo.
Okay. Does Fizbo from Modern Family count?
No.
Damn. Okay. Let's see. I know there's more.
I know there's more, but we got it.
Okay.
We all scream for ice cream clown. Yeah, we've got most everybody that has been that people are mentioning.
I have to see Stitches. That's one I need to watch.
Stitches? Yeah. I've not seen Stitches.
Neither have I. Krusty the Clown from Hell. Is that in the Halloween Horror Nights Simpsons episode?
Oh, I don't know.
What other killer clowns or creepy clowns were there? Oh, you know, I was going to say the clown from the Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You did mention him, didn't you?
Yeah, because even when they shot him, he didn't die. He just kept with that high-pitched, squeaky laughing that made my ears crack.
Cabin in the Woods clown.
Yeah, we did talk about Twisty. Wasn't the Mask of Michael from Halloween a clown? Yes, it was.
We didn't talk about the cult clown.
It was William Shatner's face, so yes, it was a clown.
We didn't talk about the other clowns from Cult, though, from American Horror Story. So
from what?
Those clowns also came. Well, they had a bunch of clowns in
Cult.
In the Cult.
I didn't watch any of the Cult. I heard it was horrible.
I liked it. Cult.
I think the next one is going to be. You heard about the next American.
Oh yeah.
And I'm pretty.
I think that's going to be great.
See, I never saw Coven, and I stopped watching Murder House.
Oh, we didn't forget about Captain Spaulding. Yeah, no, I've seen every single season, and the only season I didn't care for was Roanoke.
See, that's the only one I liked.
That I didn't like the way it was shot. I'm not a big found footage fan at all, so that's why I didn't like it. I liked the story, and I liked the story and I liked the acting, but when they kept switching it back to like a documentary thing, from like, it would take me out of the story, and that bums me out, because it's like I was just getting into it, and then you switch to talking, like it's an interview, and that format ruined it for me. If they had filmed it like a normal season, same exact everything except no interview, it would have been great for me. That's just my personal pet peeve, I guess.
Sure.
But, it's weird, because if I know I'm turning on ID Discovery to watch a show like that, I'm expecting that, and that's totally fine. But if I'm turning on a show that I'm expecting to not have that, and then it is like that, it totally bums me out.
Wasn't there a clown doll in Dead Silence? Very well may have been. I think there was.
He looked sort of clownish.
No, I think there actually was a clown doll. I just can't. There were so many dolls in that movie. No, you know what?
Yeah.
There was a clown doll in that. In fact, I think the clown doll.
Hotel and Asylum were my favorite, Brian.
Yeah. Why did everybody? I honestly thought Roanoke was the most interesting of them all, because of the fact that they did something different.
Yeah, it bummed me out.
Oh,
I was like, why did you mess with the formula?
Well, I guess they had to try something different. But,
No, that's fine.
Okay, well, I think we need to talk Stephen King, because we've still got a lot of ground to cover with that boy.
I think so, too.
A lot.
Let me get my list up and ready, and here it is. And I know exactly what one we left off on, even, because I marked it down. We left off in 1990 at Misery.
And Misery loves company.
Absolutely.
She had it. She had it in the form of her favorite author.
Yeah, even if she has to hobble it to keep it there.
Yes, exactly.
Oh. I remember going to see that movie. Shoot, I think it was New Year's night or something. Was it Misery that I saw New Year's night, or was it Silence of the Lambs? One or the other, I'm not sure. But I remember going to the theater to see Misery.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so good. I loved that movie.
You know, it's messed up.
I was just like blown away.
I can't remember going to the movies to see Misery, even though I know I did. But I can remember going to see Star Wars when I was 5. I even remember the theater.
I know I went and saw Star Wars, but I don't remember that. But that was, I'm sure we went to the drive-in for that one, and I was probably 4 and asleep in the back seat, because it was probably late.
I'm sure you wanted to be wide awake for that one.
What, Star Wars?
Yes.
I'm sure I did want to be, but it was probably just late. I don't know. I was sure awake when we went and saw Halloween.
Oh, I'm sure.
I was. And they kept telling me to go to sleep, and I wouldn't.
Well,
and I was only 5.
I forgot how. No, I was 5. You know what? I don't even remember what we were talking about. That's okay. Let's... I must be just like, kind of... But anyway.
Zoning. All right. So we've got the 1990 Misery, and then, of course, we have the 1990 adaptation of It.
Yay! Is this a once-a-week thing? Is this a once-a-week thing now? It's actually twice a week. It's once a week in this group, and then it's once a week in another group.
Yeah.
So, to answer your question, yes.
Yes, it's once a week here, and once a week there.
There. Yeah. I loved the first half of 1990s Stephen King's It. I loved the first half. The second half kind of went downhill. I mean, when you get comedians and... No, it just went downhill. I remember the first half was creepy as anything, though.
I didn't watch it back then. I didn't actually see it until a few years ago.
Okay.
Because I just had no interest. Clowns have always kind of creeped me out. It's not like it came out in the theater. It was on TV. I wasn't, for a long period of time, I was, out and about doing stuff, not watching a lot of TV. I would go to the movies and stuff, but I wasn't watching a lot of miniseries on TV.
I wouldn't either, but I did watch that one.
So, yeah, it got by me for quite a few years, and then I was just like, do I want to see it? I'm not sure, because so many people were like, "Oh my God, it's so scary," and I was just like, do I really want that clown in my head?
Well, whether you want it or not, he was there.
So many people built it up so huge to me that when I did see it, I mean, Tim Curry is amazing.
Oh, without a doubt.
Without. But some of the other actors were a little underwhelming for me. The kids were great. I agree. Some of the adult actors were a little underwhelming.
Oh, they were completely underwhelming.
But I should read the book. I have not read the book.
Me either.
I hear there's all kinds of stuff that they left out.
Well, they had to. I mean, it's a 1,000-page book. If you want to get all of that on the screen, you better make 3 or 4 movies.
Easily.
You know, there's no way there's no way you can adapt a book like that to the TV, you know, to the screen without losing details. It's just not possible. I mean, I'm sure they did it with Salem's Lot, although Salem's Lot was a short story. Yeah, it's tough to do. It's really tough to do. Pardon me, all. So, what came after it?
Then you've got 1992, The Lawnmower Man.
Sucked. Nothing to do with the story. Had nothing to do with the story. The Lawnmower Man was cyber crap. CGI.
We're off
crappy generated
images. We're on to
images.
Stephen King stuff now. Yeah, I've seen The Lawnmower Man a couple times recently and thought it was pretty hokey.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
In fact, I think what happened was, I think the original got caught in the lawnmower and they had to make something up while they fixed it, because what they made up was shit.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so moving on.
So the next one is 1992's Sleepwalkers. Now, I know you said that you haven't seen that one, but you know, there is quite a bit of love for Sleepwalkers. It is a strange movie. I like it.
I might have to take a peek at it, just to say I did.
Yeah, it's a strange one, and it's not aged particularly well. But
in that case,
it's not aged particularly well. I mean, I will warn you that about some of the effects have not aged well.
I guess I'll just have to, you know, suck it up.
It's not that bad. I like it, and you know, but I like cats, and you know, cats are the heroes.
Well, so. I do too, and I'm happy to hear about that, because people can be assholes. Well, cats and dogs are perfect, except for when they steal your food while you're watching and you want to kick their asses to get it back. Not in, you know, not physically, but you know, it's just like, get back here, you little fucking furry mutt bastard, something like that. I'm just thinking ahead. Sorry. So.
So then there's a couple of sequels, but we're gonna skip those. Yeah. And then we've got 1993's The Dark Half.
Yes. That was okay.
I don't think I've seen The Dark Half.
I saw it a long time ago. Timothy Hutton. And The Dark Half...
maybe I have seen it then. Go ahead.
The Dark Half was another one of the novellas that came from the same book that The Running Man did.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the book. It had the word "for" in it. Fuck, I don't remember, but I know that it was from the same book. And I know that it was one of them because the other two was The Library Policeman, because I think one of the main character had a lisp, and the other one was The Sundog, which is the one I really want to see. Take it easy, John. But yeah, so yeah, Dark Half was okay. Love it, but worth watching if you're a Stephen King fan.
All right, let's see here. Next one we have would be 1993's The Tommyknockers. That was
I heard it wasn't a great book.
Not aged well.
No, I heard it wasn't even a great book.
Oh, really? I remember being in high school and so many of my girlfriends having this huge Tommyknocker book in with all of their other school books, and I'm like, you're reading that for fun? I mean, because that's before I got into reading. I mean, I read small books.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, well, they weren't that small. I mean, some of them, I was reading like Helter Skelter and stuff. So
I didn't read much, but I did read Stephen King books. I remember one night, I remember reading The Stand, and I couldn't put it down. And I just kept reading.
I love that miniseries.
I think I read at least 600 pages in one night. I wouldn't put the book down. It was so amazing. I just kept reading and reading and reading. I loved it. So, Brian, why am I not surprised the one person you picked out of that movie was Tracy Lords?
You know, I actually really like her as an actress. I mean, I think she's cool.
Well, she was good in it.
She's good in a few things. She was good in Crybaby. She's good in a few things.
I'm sure she is.
Melrose Place, Blade. She's been in quite a few things.
I have to see Blade again. I know she was in one of the Blade movies.
I watched Blade today, in fact.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch that again yet, but I will. I've been getting into the older horror movies lately.
Yeah.
I ordered a copy of Parasite today on DVD, which I have not seen in forever. I know that's not Stephen King, but it's Demi Moore's first film.
Which one?
Parasite. Her very first film was a horror film, yes.
Interesting.
It's an interesting one, too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, the next one we have is 1993's Needful Things. Now, that's a movie I really liked. I thought that was really, really kind of a cool concept. And I mean, you know, the getting everybody to do evil stuff to each other for other stuff was crazy.
Did we mention Pet Sematary already?
Yes, we did.
How did I miss that?
That was 89. That was last week.
That's right. And somebody had just sent me details on the Pet Sematary remake. That Jason Clarke is going to be Louis Creed, and John Lithgow is going to be Jed, or whatever the neighbor's name was. Judd?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I heard John Lithgow was going to be him.
Well, apparently it's true.
Nice.
We are talking about Stephen King, Alexandra.
Yes.
We are on
his adaptation.
Stephen King adaptations.
We're going through the list by year of their
chronological order.
Yes.
Movie-wise.
So we are at. What'd you just say?
The Stand. We are at The Stand.
Okay.
Now. 1994, The Stand.
I actually did enjoy the miniseries, but the book was still better.
I really liked The Stand. I did not read the book. But
book was amazing.
I thought it was great.
The book was amazing. I mean, amazing. Yeah. Most of his books are. But yeah, the book was amazing. The miniseries was decent. It was watchable.
They play the miniseries quite a bit on a couple channels of mine. El Rey, and I think they play on another channel that I watch quite a bit, but I forget what other channel.
I don't know.
Yes, My Life for You. That he was a great character, Trash Can Man.
Think so. Yes, he was. Trash Can Man.
All right, so the next one is probably my very favorite, and it's not even really a horror movie, is 1994's Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, I love that film.
That's probably my favorite Stephen King. Out of everything, that's probably my very favorite.
Well, it's nonfiction. I mean, it's fiction, but it's not supernatural. It's not really horror. Yeah. Because that whole book was not horror related. It wasn't a horror book. Or horror.
No, true crime, sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. But no.
Either way,
I
wasn't going to leave it off.
No, that was an amazing movie. Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins were amazing.
They really were. Everybody was great.
Yes, they were. I have to see it again, but it was great.
Even the Kurgan was great.
Even what?
I said even the Kurgan was great.
The Kurgan. I haven't seen them in a long time. I got to see it again.
From There Can Be Only One.
Highlander?
Yeah, the Kurgan from the Highlander.
Clancy Brown.
He was the guard. Huh?
Clancy Brown.
I forget his name. Yes, he was in that.
Yes.
He was the guard, the evil guard.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah, I like him.
I do too.
All right, so the next one we have, and this one I like, but it's a little cheesy, is The Langoliers.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed The Langoliers.
Yeah.
I love the idea behind it.
Yeah.
They're the ones who, oh God, I did love it. They're the ones who eat away at dead time, which is why they're the cause of the past, why the past disappears.
Yeah. I didn't know that was like, because I've not read the book.
I never read the book either, or the story, but I did enjoy. Maybe I did.
Maybe you did, because you seem to know more backstory than I did.
Well, it was a short story. I feel like I read it first. Yeah, I must have read it.
I think you did.
I'll take your word for it.
I think you did. I'm betting you did.
I probably did. Bronson Pinchot was such an asshole in that film. No, I did read it. Because I remember what an asshole the character was, and then I remember who they cast. And he lived up to the assholishness of what the character really was.
See, I knew you read it.
I knew you knew I read it. I knew I read it. And you knew I knew I read it. You knew I read it.
I knew.
Could point Okay, so anyway.
So the next one we have is The Mangler from 1995.
That was like a killer printing press, right?
I don't know. All it says is based on the short story from 1972.
Yeah, I think the Mangler was like a killer printing press. Talk about a horror story.
Yeah, that would be.
But I'm bummed. So. Yeah, I remember the Mangler. I do think I saw it. I just don't remember how it went. And I do think Robert Englund was in that.
I think Robert Englund was in it, but I did not see it, so I can't speak to it.
No, I didn't see it either. I mean, I just said I think I saw it a while ago. I can't remember. I can't remember what I did 10 minutes ago. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. I was on here. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. But I do think I do think I saw it. I do. So.
All right. So the next one we have is from 1995. He did a lot of things in 1995.
Yes, he
did. Was Dolores Claiborne.
Didn't see it.
Based on the novel from 1993. I have seen Dolores Claiborne, and I really like that one. It's kind of depressing, but I mean, it's got Kathy Bates, it's got Jennifer Jason Leigh. So I mean, the main two stars are just such great actresses that I mean, it's just really good. But yeah, other than that,
good cast though.
It's a great cast, and it's a long movie.
I'll have to take a peek for that one. I'm not one to say no. I'll have to take a look for
it. They've actually been playing it on HBO or one of those channels quite a bit recently. So I've watched it recently, and
okay,
it's a good one.
All right, I will have to remember that.
All right, so then we've got a couple of sequels, and then we have 1996's Sometimes They Come Back Again. Oh, so that's another sequel. So
when did we capture Sometimes They Come Back, the first one?
Maybe we didn't. We must have missed Sometimes They Come Back, the first
That
one.
was a short story, if I'm correct. I think that was from Night Shift.
Yeah, it says based on the short story from 1974.
Okay. So that must have been Night Shift or something earlier. But, yeah. Sequel probably shouldn't count.
Yeah, sequel doesn't count. Okay, so then we move on to 1996's Thinner.
I kind of thought that was a little over the top.
I liked Thinner.
Yeah, it was good. It was okay.
I mean, I liked Thinner, because you always say, oh, you can never be too rich or too thin. Well, you can be too thin.
Robert John Burke was in it. That's all I remember. I remember the gypsies, and I remember the pie.
Yes.
Boy, he was really in a loving marriage.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. And he did love his kid, and then he ends up putting the curse into the pie, and the kid ends up eating the pie.
But the wife ate it first.
The wife ate it first, but it doesn't matter. Whoever eats the pie is going to die. So he was going to eat the pie after he realized his kid had. But then what? Was his boss or something ended up at his door, and I think he gave some to him too. I don't know. He's going to take everybody out.
Yeah, it's just some pie. You get pie, and you get pie. Everyone gets pie.
Yeah, maybe that's another reason why I don't eat pie very often.
So what we got after Thinner?
The Night Flyer.
I did not see that.
1970 from 1997.
I did not see that.
Now, I know that The Night Flyer is a vampire movie, and that's about all I know about it.
Well, now I know as much as you.
I know the main character is. I know what he looks like because he has these weird like gopher teeth. But that's all I know, and I know it's hard to find.
Okay.
But that's all I know about it. So then we go lots of sequels. Geez.
Lots more sequels. Well, at least we have a lot.
Yeah.
See, sequels don't count because they aren't really based on the books. They're based on characters from the books and ideas from the books, but they're not based on the books.
Yeah. So then you've got 1997's Trucks.
Maximum Overdrive.
And then you've got 1997's Quicksilver Highway, which it says consists of 2 short films, one based on the story Chattery Teeth from 1993. The other is based on a short story by Clive Barker.
What story?
So it was a collaboration. It doesn't say.
Well, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just have to look it up on IMDb later.
You might have to.
What's the name of it? Quicksilver
Highway.
Quicksilver Highway. Okay.
Yeah, from 1997.
Okay.
So, something you might want to check out. Next one, 1999's Storm of the Century.
Did not watch that either.
I liked Storm of the Century.
I never played it.
It was pretty crazy. I don't want to give it away. It was good. It
was
good.
Well, it was a mini-series, right?
It was.
Okay.
Just like The Stand. I mean, it was like definitely, it was at least 3, maybe 4 parts. It was long.
That much I heard. I remembered. I just didn't get to see it. Or chose not to.
It was good. I liked it. Then we've got another one that's not really horror, but another one I love, which is from 1999, The Green Mile.
Oh, The Green Mile was genius.
Green Mile was
such a great movie.
Wonderful movie.
I haven't seen that.
I love
so
that
long.
movie.
It's one of those movies that I can watch one time through, and I can love it, but I can't watch it again.
I bawl every time I watch it.
Well,
I absolutely.
Clark Duncan was great in it.
I absolutely cry so hard during several times. Even when, when he brings the mouse back to life, when they kill the mouse, when they bring the mouse back to life, when they, when he heals that lady.
Didn't Michael Clark Duncan win an award for that film?
If he didn't, he should have.
I feel like he did, but I can't remember.
He probably did.
I'll have to look him up.
All right, so we are jumping ahead several years because he was doing so many sequels to 2003's Dreamcatcher.
I did not like the movie as much as I wanted to. Loved the book. The book was fantastic.
I should try to read that book then, because I mean,
not Mark Wahlberg, Donnie Wahlberg as Douglas was just not believable. I love the events that occurred in the house. That's where I really enjoyed it, with the shit weasel and getting locked inside the guy's head was that was there were some wild moments in that movie, but it was really just a bad film. Overall, it was just a bad film.
Oops, I forgot to squeeze in. I jumped ahead because they've got the television miniseries is on a separate list.
Yeah.
So we've got Rose Red. I can't forget Rose Red because it's a huge favorite.
It's a what?
It's a huge favorite of a lot of people.
Never saw it.
I have to say I haven't seen it either, but it is a huge favorite. Many, many, many people love Rose Red. And I'm pretty sure it's a story about the Winchester house, if I believe. I know it's a haunted house thing.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I kind of wanted to see it, but you know, So anyway, I'll look it up. Yeah, I'll do that. So
2004's Secret Window.
No, you know what? The Dark Half was its own book. Secret Window, Secret Garden was from the book with Running Man. Secret Window, Secret Garden was somewhat like the Dark Half. I just did.
I loved Secret Window.
You loved what?
I loved Secret Window.
That was
I thought that was
Timothy
great.
Hutton. No, the Dark.
Secret Window was with Johnny
That's
Depp.
It. That's it. Yeah, Secret Window, Secret Garden was the book, was the novella, but Secret Window was the movie. It was eh. Too much like the Dark Half.
Yeah.
And we already had the Dark Half, so we all have the Dark Half.
So then we've got 2004's Riding the Bullet.
I didn't see that
Which
either.
I did not see.
Didn't see it.
And then we've got a couple of couple more sequels.
And more sequels.
And then we're in 2007 with 1408.
Loved it.
I own that one. I love 1408.
Yes. John Cusack is one of my all-time favorite actors. And whenever he does something
Mine too.
Stephen King related, because he did another Stephen King film, which was that was later on. But yeah. I absolutely loved 1408. That scared me. That movie really scared me. And it scared.
Yeah, I thought that was a great one.
It really was. What came after 1408? And don't say 1409.
The Mist.
That one?
The Mist.
The Mist is one of my all-time favorites. The Mist was outstanding. That's the first time I have seen a film that had idiots in a non-idiot plot story. I mean, they made Thomas Jane's character so logical, and they allowed him to pull logical characters with him. Of course, you had your batshit crazy people.
Of course.
But they went about everything the right way. The whole thing.
Yeah, no, I love The Mist.
I did too. The black and white version's better than the color version.
And that's what I keep hearing, so I'm going to have to see it in black and white.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, without a doubt.
So then we've got...
I will admit, like Lisa said, it had such a horrible ending.
Yeah. Well, and then I heard that, that wasn't really the way it ended in the book.
I read the book, but I can't remember how the story went. It's been a long time. But, things don't always end.
What do you do?
You want, but it was sad.
Yeah. Actually, when that movie ended, you know, because my husband's not the biggest fan of horror movies. I mean, he will watch them with me, but he's not huge on them. When it ended the way it did, he was like, yeah, that was awesome. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, it was, you know, it was just so appropriate that the woman who went to look for her kids actually survived it.
Right.
You know, and
yeah,
you saw no empathy from her when she drove by.
No, well, she didn't know what he'd just done either. But I mean, you know, she's just like, nobody'd help me, so why, you know,
Yeah.
see ya, don't want to be ya.
Yeah, exactly. That was.
So let's see here. We've got a couple other. Some of these I've not seen or heard of at all, so I'm just going to skip to The Cell, which we, or not The Cell, but Cell, which we did kind of touch on. That one, I expected more of it, especially with John Cusack being in it. It fell short for me. I wanted to love it. And, you know, and the girl in it was, you know, that girl from Orphan. Of course, you've not seen Orphan, but, you know, all grown up.
Yeah.
And I really, really wanted to like it. And, and I just didn't. I've not revisited it.
Nah.
Even though I watch movies that I didn't care for.
Yeah.
Multiple times, I have not revisited that one.
No, I do want to see Cell just because John Cusack is in it. And if it sucks, then at least the only person I can blame is myself.
Well, yeah, no, watch it. I mean, you won't kick yourself afterwards like, oh my God, I just wasted, you know, that'll be time I'll never get back, because at least you're watching John Cusack, but you probably won't revisit it again.
Did we touch on Monkey Shines?
Monkey Shines had to.
That might have been in the first half, but
I think that was last.
Okay. I think we did Ella the Monkey.
We had to have.
We'll just.
I like Monkey Shines.
We'll just say we did.
Yeah, I like that movie. I did too. I watch it whenever it comes on.
You didn't go over Needful Things, though.
Yeah, we talked.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we cover Hearts in Atlantis also?
We did not cover Hearts in Atlantis. I skipped over that one.
Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't a sequel. I mean, we could have talked about that one, but yeah. Needful Things was good.
I love Needful Things. Yeah, because remember I was saying that they got them to do all kinds of crazy stuff for stuff?
I think so. That sounded great. That sounded like something I would have said. I must be rubbing off on you. Just a little bit at a time.
So the next one that's on the list I have not seen is The Dark Tower.
I haven't seen it either. I heard it was terrible.
I heard it was bad as well, but I will definitely see it because I love Matthew McConaughey. And even if it's bad, I get to watch him, so it's okay.
Point made.
You know? So I will be watching that. I did not run out to the theaters to see it, but I will be watching that. The next one is It. We kind of touched on that one already. Yeah.
Thank you, Ramon.
The other list. And, you know, I love the new one. I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
I did. So we'll just leave it at that. And then we're coming to the end of the list. Next one is Gerald's Game.
I didn't see that.
I did see Gerald's Game.
I heard it was great.
Gerald's Game was good. I liked it. It would not be for everyone, though.
Yeah.
It's not a movie for everyone. But very psychological, you know, and you know, there's not a lot of action. She's tied to a bed during most all of it.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was disturbing and good too. And I liked it.
Okay.
I didn't go in with any expectations, you know.
I may have to check that one out. I don't know if it's on Netflix still, but I'm gonna look.
It's on one of those streaming sites.
No, it is. It's a Netflix movie. It should be on there.
I believe it's a Netflix movie, so it shouldn't ever get off of there.
Okay.
The next one I have is Mercedes Man series.
Missed that.
Oh, that was great. That was, I happened to have DirecTV, and it was a DirecTV presentation, and it was awesome. Oh, I loved that. And if you get a chance to see it, definitely see it, because it was so good.
Mercedes Man.
Mercedes Man.
Okay.
There's just one season so far. And that brings us up to date. You know, we've got the Pet Sematary remake coming out in 2019, and the part 2 coming out in 2019, and that's pretty much.
That's Stephen King in a nutshell for you guys and gal.
That's Stephen King in 2 episodes.
That was a lot of Stephen King too.
That was a lot of Stephen King, but
wow.
I knew we could get through him today.
Yes, I did too. Because we were going to no matter what.
Yeah, no, there was just a few left, so
yeah. You know. No, there are some great adaptations of Stephen King stories. It's just with him, it's so hard to do. It's really so hard to do. He's just, you know, he's got a style of writing that if you don't adapt it right, it doesn't come off right. It doesn't look good.
Oh,
and the multiple sequels are that's just done for money, and it's definitely not Stephen King. It's just based off of Stephen King, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you know what, Children of the Corn has like 6 sequels, and I mean, some of these in here, there were so many extra sequels, and this is another sequel, and this is another sequel. I'm like, wow.
And you get a sequel, and you get a sequel, and everyone gets a sequel.
Hey,
whatever.
Yeah.
The sequelizer.
The sequelizer, yeah. Sometimes.
Sorry. I didn't think about that. But hey. No, listen, it's
all right. So that's this episode's, I think.
That is hard. That is this episode. We have to come up with a new episode for next Wednesday.
We do. We've got what we're gonna do.
Yes, we do.
Friday, and we are gonna be going early because I have somewhere to be.
Yes. So Friday we're going to have a full. We're only going to do one episode, but we are going to do it early. So we're saying about 2 p.m.
About
2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Greenwich Standard Time. So for all you folks out there in the UK, you will get to be up relatively early to see this, and you'll still get a good night's sleep.
Yes, there won't be all the people that have to go to bed for whatever reason. We're going to be coming to you during dinner instead.
Exactly. So we're going to have to think of something new to talk about next week. Did we do a John Carpenter already? I think we did John Carpenter already.
I don't think we did.
Maybe we should.
John Carpenter would be a wonderful topic.
Hell yeah.
I don't mind doing that.
All right. You asked and you shall receive. Next week, we're going to talk about the movies of John Carpenter.
Yeah. Yeah, because I keep all my notes, and I don't see a John Carpenter page at all.
No, maybe we just mentioned him somewhere, but yeah, John Carpenter would be good. So
yeah,
next week
especially
we'll
since he's my favorite director.
Johnny C.
Johnny Carpenter. All right, so I already have the topic list already down.
That's going to be rocking.
Yes, that's going to be really great.
What will it be about Friday? We're continuing Friday over in Full Steam Horror. If you're not a member of Full Steam Horror, don't worry. I'll be posting an ad with the link to the group. I always do. But we're going to be talking about. We're going to be actually continuing
based on true
life events, movies that were made based on true life events. So, if you want to come over and you want to catch that second episode talking about true real life events, you will get the link to Full Steam Horror. Or are we linked up? I know
we aren't linked up.
Okay, because I have this group linked up on my site.
I have so many people asking for links. I just don't link any, to be fair. Okay. Does that mean, is that bad?
Yes.
Because there's only so many I can link.
I know.
So I just don't link any and let anybody advertise.
No, it's okay.
So, to try to be fair.
But, I will put up the link in the group so that anybody who wants to hop on over, because like we said, every week we do 2 live feeds. We do a live feed on Wednesday, which is here in Horror Everything. And then Friday we do Blowing Off Steam in Full Steam Horror. So I will make sure to put that link up with the next ad. Stephanie, she will get you to the beanies.
You can buy beanies, hats, and you can buy shirts. You can buy hoodies. Soon there will be stickers. I've ordered them on horroreverything.com. HORROREVERY THI. You know how to spell horror everything.
.com.
And yeah, and we ship almost everywhere. So
I should know because I had a beanie and I lost the beanie.
Yes, you did have a beanie and you lost it.
And I don't know where the hell it went.
Yes, you need to get your beanie back.
I can. I don't know where it is.
You have to get another one.
I'm working on that. But in the meantime, I will have an ad up for Friday's episode. And y'all can come on over, join the gang. It's a fun group if you love horror, if you love steampunk, if you love cyberpunk, and if you love the mix-up of all of them. Come on over.
Absolutely. I'll put a link to the store in the comments so that it's easy to get to.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching and participating. Thank you.
Thank you all.
See you.
Bye.
See you Friday.
So Friday.
In Full Steam Horror. My brain just went blank.
It's okay.
It happens.
Yours is momentary. Mine is just gone.
Yes, you do have the jacket. Mwah. Love you guys. See you soon.